This coalition of pastors came together to promote healing and racial reconciliation after George Floyd's death. Now these pastors are talking about big projects to help the Dayton community. The Dayton Ministers United for Social Change created a coalition a year ago, and as part of our ongoing series, Dayton Gets Real, News Center 7's Mike Campbell talked with the group's leaders today. They kicked off a new community center they think will bridge the gap between the community and law enforcement.
Well, the next big step that the Dayton Ministers United for Social Change are involved in is this Dream Center here in East Dayton, a blighted neighborhood where they are going to open not only a new church, but a new community services organization, again called the Dream Center. The construction work is nonstop at this former church building on East 3rd Street. It's been here for 115 years, last known as East 3rd Fellowship, but vacant now for 7 years.
Really, we have a hope problem.
Pastor Pat Murray, the leader of Living Word Church and a member of the Dayton Ministers United for Social Change, brought his congregation's vision to life here. They plan to use this as their Burkhart neighborhood branch campus on Sundays and make it a dream center for neighbors the other 6 days of the week.
We don't want to own it, we want to share it.
I just feel it really helped the area and helped those people down here because they need all the help they can get.
John France lives in the neighborhood and is volunteering with construction, catching the vision for improving the area by changing hearts and lives. This Dream Center will offer drug rehabilitation services as well as counseling, job training, literacy training, and after-school programs. One man who lives nearby can't wait for it to open as scheduled next month.
It's a good thing for the neighborhood, which it'll keep people from burning it down.
It's God holding hands with these dear brothers and sisters.
Many pastors from DMUSC gather with Pat Murray to pray over the work to be done here and the lives they hope will be changed. Those leaders are also expecting changed lives related to their founding goal of racial reconciliation.
We've connected together. There's a lot of work that this group has been doing around our relationship with the police.
Concentrated specifically on building and rebuilding trust between the minority communities and the police department.
Lives will be changed.
Yes. Pastor Renard Allen and other leaders here are putting together an event that will recruit African Americans and other minorities to serve in local law enforcement roles.
So that it can be diversified and they can see themselves as included in the protecting of our communities, serving our communities.
The construction to finish both the church and the rest of the Dream Center is expected to wrap up by early next month and be a real community asset once it is finished. In Dayton, Mike Campbell.